Okay, hello everybody. We are back with some new cryptos for this evening. I failed to mention in the last video that these are paid promotions, but longtime watchers know this already, and so I just want to be super clear about it. These are paid promotions, but my thing with paid promotions is this, that there are so many cryptos, so many new cryptos that come across the email and come across the Twitter and come across the Instagram messages and stuff like that, that I love to see paid promotions. I will not cover anything unless they have a significant advertising and marketing budget. And what you need to know about that is when you have a startup company, and these are definitely, in my opinion, startup companies. When you have a startup company, if you don't have an advertising and marketing budget, in my opinion, you're not going to go very far. Of course, I could be wrong. Lots of times I am wrong. But I only invest in things that have a marketing and advertising budget with them. So this is why we do paid promotions, and this is why I believe in doing paid promotions too. So just know that for your own reference. Do all your own due diligence. Just think of this as like an introduction to something that maybe you might want to look into, because it got over the first hurdle, which is me, and talking to them about their tokenomics, talking to them about their business, and talking to them about their marketing and advertising budget. So let's look at this one. So we had these AMAs before, so I have ink all over my hands from filling out some custom forms. Where in the world am I? Not going to tell you. We have had some discussions in our AMAs with me and Tyler and Connor and Sam about the name of these new cryptos. And some of these new cryptos names are just terrible. This one makes me laugh though. So I like this one. It's a trip. So sniffing lines and begging nines. I think this is worth repeating. Sniffing lines and banging nines. Top Doge is what we are going to look at today. And this is the top Doge. This is the top Doge white paper. So you can see this graphic of just a bloody scene right there. So we have the introduction here that we're going to go over, the tokenomics, and then the distribution. We have more of kind of like a wrap type crypto vibe on this one. Let me just report the soft news, because I always report the hard and soft news. The soft news of this one is the team is great to work with. They're very easy to work with, very easy to deal with, and I've really enjoyed working with them. They seem professional, and they seem to have a fairly large team, and that's what I'm looking for too. I'm looking for a professional team, and you're going to be like, Steven, of course you look for a professional team. But let me tell you what, there are 80% of the cryptos that come to us, not a professional team, just someone, in their room trying to make the next SafeMoon or Dogecoin happen. And these people, in my opinion, are not those. They come in with a highly professional organization. Young Top Doge and Top Doge now. Everyone's a gangster until a gangster walks in the room. Top Doge says that. Sick of all these posers out there giving all Doges a bad name? Top Doge's mission is simple. He is here to show the world exactly who the top dog really is. Top Doge has learned many valuable lessons from hustling into the slums of Detroit. He will use all his tricks up his sleeve and stop at nothing until he is crowned the king of all Doges. Top Doge is a decentralized coin built on the Binance Smart Chain, so the Binance network, which means block speeds are as fast as Lamborghini he drives in, with gas fees lower than your girlfriend's standards, with cutting-edge tokenomics designed to reward holders by sending them BNB on every transaction, discourage sellers with an increased sales tax. In addition to a stellar marketing team, Top Doge's rise to the top is all but guaranteed. So look at this disclaimer right here. This is very interesting. Well, there's a couple things to say about this. First of all, we have seen we saw Shiba Inu come out on the Ethereum chain. And I was like, that's weird. Why would you do that? I still don't know why they would do that. However, Binance Smart Chain is what you see the majority of things coming out as. So this is good to see, and this is very much in line with what we are seeing with how new things are developed at the Binance Smart Chain. Top Doge, including but not limited to overall project, token, website, smart contracts, and any net app. Top Doge is, as presented in this conceptual paper, is not licensed, unlicensed, or exempt from financial or payment services. So this is the first crypto that we've ever looked at that has a disclaimer. This shows you a level of professionalism just right there. I know what you're gonna say again too. That you're gonna be like, it's just a disclaimer. Who cares? Whatever. But it shows a level to me of professionalism. So you do what you will with that, but it's another tick in the box for me about how this team functions and kind of what they bring to the table professionally. The Top Joe's tokenomics were custom built by our development team to provide maximum rewards for all those brave enough to join the Top Joe's gang. 5% of every transaction is converted to BNB and sent straight to every gang member's wallet. Hustlers always get rewarded. Additionally, Top Joe's always looks out for his buddies. That's why 1% of each transaction will be used to purchase new Inu. Top Doge and New Inu grew up on the streets together and will always look out for his brother from another mother. Additionally, 3% of all transactions go straight into liquidity. This is getting into the tokenomics. While another 3% goes towards the marketing development fund, which ensures the top class influencers and marketers can be employed to spread the fame of the Top Doge on the global level. So this is good, and you want to see this. You really do. Like I said, this kind of harkens back to what we were talking about with wanting to see people do and have a advertising and marketing budget. You know, you can't just ignore those things. Never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut. Top Doge. So this is the branding here is pretty strong, and I really like to see it. It hates traders more than anything. Those who wish to leave the Top Doge gang will need to pay a hefty 19% exit fee. Whoa, okay, so look at this, which will then be redistributed to all the other holders. Snitches get stitches, biatches. So that's huge, because what we see is the standard being kind of 10%, right? We've seen, I think, one, but I haven't covered this one. I think one was up to 25%, and Tyler Hill covered it. But this one is a hefty, hefty fee. Now, the idea behind these fees, of course, is to level out the volatility, is to make sure that in the beginning, you don't have all these people kind of just taking profits early on and sinking the coin. Because that can look like a rug pull. It cannot be a rug pull, but it can mimic and look like one if you have a lot of people buying in and then all of a sudden they sell real quick because they just want their money. This one makes you hold on for dear life, basically, and makes you have to have at least a 19% increase in this coin in order to get to break even. So that is something right there, and that's something to look at. So you need to see if you want to do this. The coin we covered, or the token we covered last night, I believe had a 5,000%, or one of the ones we've done really recently had a 5,000% increase in 24 hours. So, you know, that's way more than 19%. So it's definitely possible to get 19% and over. It is. I would say Safe Moon in general has been kind of flexing between 5 to 10% up and down over the last month. So, you know, it could be happening even in a day. 12% buy, 5% BNB redistribution, 1% new Inu token reflection, 3% liquidity, 3% marketing and development. Do y'all get that? Have any questions? And then on the 19% sell, BNB redistributed, new Inu token reflection, liquidity, and marketing development. And this is how we sell. And my shirt kind of also matches this whole brand. That's why I wore it. Look at me. Top Doge always makes sure that loot is distributed fairly amongst his gang. 31% of the total supply, so this is up for the total supply, will be going straight into liquidity because real gangsters don't ever go with the flow. They are the flow. I mean, need I say more? 50% will be burnt up because having too much money is a real problem for the Top Doge. 5%, I'm doing a good job of burning up my money too, so I feel you, Top Doge. 5% will be going to marketing. All other poser gangs across the world will learn to fear the name of the Top Doge gang. 3.5% will be going to development because the best gang in the world must also have the best equipment available in the world. Lastly, 45% will be sold on the streets of Detroit to those lucky enough to earn the respect of Top Doge. I don't know how exactly that's going to look. So that is a question I definitely have for them. And let me know what you think about that, and we can get the question answers. As you can see, is banging biatches right there. So that's a little schematic about the pre-sale, the liquidity, the development and marketing, another liquidity here, the burn, the airdrop, marketing, and development. The Top Doge gang. So this is the social media channels that you're going to want to look at here. So the Telegram, the Twitter, and then the actual website itself. Let's do a little scan of the website here. We have a very aggressive shout out to Cats. And then we have just a really nice developed UI and UX, so user experience and kind of user interface here. The roadmap is to target Doge. Build community, announce pre-sale, begin marketing, launch pre-sale, Telegram AMA, AMAs are really kind of all the rage now. It's almost become standard. Launch the token, everyone makes buku bucks. Hold coin, get biatches, makes money. 5,000 holders, 2.5% burn. 10,000 holder, 2.5% burn. I think I'm going to take a position in this coin myself. I've been thinking about that since before filming the video, but I think I will. 20,000 holders, 2.5% burn, and 50,000 holders, 2.5% burn. 100,000 holders, 2.5% burn. Join the community in the Telegram, and you can go there and check out everything, and you can really geek out with the Telegram and go through there. It just seems like a very good marketing crew that we have here, and I can't wait to really see it built out and how they're doing it. Oh, that's the Telegram. I showed you that. And then we have the Twitter, and we have the amount of followers right here too. Attention, Top Doge Gang. Are you ready for all the Dogecoin copies out there? Who is the real top Doge? Join us, and then you can have right here up to 12 hours left till we decide the top Doge we're going to support. Remember to vote here. And then we have a lot of interaction with the Twitter to the rest of the community, which is really, really cool. And this is their reflection here. And so it's fun. It's interesting. It's different. Let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know if you will be contributing to this. I'm looking at this like venture investing. I've said this once, said it before, but people lose a lot of money on venture investing, but only invest what you can lose. But it only takes one or two really, really good hits to make all your money back and then some. So that's what the big boys do. That's what Sequoia Capital does. That's what all the angel investors, all the big time investors do. So, I'm going to try to be like them. You do you, however you want to, and have a good night.